Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nev and this is Rainbow Tarot UK. So if it's your first time here, then a big warm welcome for you. But if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thanks ever so much for tuning back in for another pick a card reading. So today our reading is, how do you make the person on your mind, your special person, how do you make them feel? So we've got our three groups and we're going to take a look at those in a moment. But I just always like to remind people it is general reading, so just take whatever feels right. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not your message, it's likely for somebody else. But you never take a message that's not resonating with you. But anyway, let's get straight to our three piles. Okay guys, so here are the three piles. We have pile number 1 and this beautiful card, and it says To the Moon and Back. That is card number 1, and it's card number 50. It's card number 51, I should say, but it is group number 1, and it comes with this beautiful little white pendant, really, that I've got here. So that's card number 1, or group number 1, and then group number 2 is this equally lovely card, card number 37, and it says No Rain Today. No rain today, with the beautiful carnelian here. There we go. And then group number 3, which is card number 9, and it says Rose Garden. Gorgeous card. It says Rose Garden. There we go. And the little red jasper here. So that is your three groups. Use your intuition and go for the one that's calling for you. If there's more than one pile that's calling to you, that's absolutely fine. You can listen to more than one pile. And just remember it's timeless as well, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. But otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 1, and welcome back to this reading, this big card reading today, where we're doing, aren't we? How do you make the person on your mind, your person, your love interest, how do you make them feel? And we have got, or you came into this reading, I should say, and this card that says To the Moon and Back, which is just such a gorgeous card. I mean, I feel like this person, and also, sorry, this little pendant as well here, this little white and brown pendant here. I'm just going to put that there. I mean, obviously this image has got all these swan feathers. I don't know if you can see them. She's got all these swan feathers here. And it always makes me feel this card because swans mate for life. So I feel like this person is thinking of you in that way. You've also got these two little birds, one sitting on her shoulder and one sitting here on her hand. So I feel like there's a lot of longing as well. This card holds a lot of longing, a lot of dreaming maybe, because this woman is sitting up in the clouds. So maybe you make them feel like they're longing for you, that they're dreaming about you, that they want this connection with you, with the two little birds here, that they want to mate for life with you. But there might be an element of waiting, because this woman is on this swing, just kind of stationary, sort of in suspension. I feel like she's kind of suspended. And she's looking, isn't she? She's looking towards something. So that made me feel like she's longing, or they're longing for you. The situation might be in separation or in suspension in some way. But they're looking towards the connection still. They're longing for it, dreaming about it, that kind of thing. It's also all white as well. So it makes me feel one of two things. There is a lot of purity in this connection. So their feelings are pure and honest, and hopeful as well, but there might have been some sadness or some tears as well in this situation. But anyway, that's just what I'm getting from the first card. But I haven't pre-shuffled any oracle cards, so let's go right ahead and pre-shuffle some of those. So let's see. So how does pile number 1 make their person feel? How do I make them person feel? I mean, if you're not in separation from them, I think you just make them feel very loving. You make them feel very loving. You make them feel that you've got a strong connection. That there's, they might want to say a lot to you, because I can hear my neighbour's dog yapping away in the background. It makes me feel that they've got a lot to say, or they want to say things to you, maybe things of a romantic nature with the swan feathers here. But there is this sort of sense of longing as well. So maybe if it's a crush or something like that, they long to tell you how they feel. They long for the time that you can be together. Because 51, cancels down, because 5 and 1 is 6, and 6 is all about harmony, peace, calm, contentment. you know, love, reconciliation, marriage, that kind of thing. But it might be stuck. There might be some element of stuckness to this situation. So how does pile number one's... how does pile number one make their person feel? I've got that one. Violet, faithfulness and modesty. Yeah, I feel like, again, with all this white here, this person, faithfulness and modesty, they want to... I feel like they want to give themselves to you. Because it says modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. And that is a quote by Madame Guizot, whoever that might be. So yeah, I feel like this person has very pure, you make them have very pure intentions, very pure feelings. Yeah, and they want that. And with these two little birds here, I just feel like they see this connection, you know, two people who are meant to be together in some way. And they make you what they feel like you make them feel like they want to be faithful. So how does pile number one make their person feel, please? How does pile number one make their person feel? Lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation, put on a new cloak, and you are the master of regeneration. I mean, it might be that for some of you, if you're not with this person, that they want to reconcile and regenerate the connection. And with the lizard here, there might be a lot of dreaming going on in this connection, because that can also represent dream time. So there might be a lot of longing, a lot of dreaming, and they're looking for a regeneration in the connection. Maybe for it to be more faithful in some way, you know, depending on where you are in the connection or what's happened. What else have we got here? How do you make them feel? So you make them feel like they maybe want reconciliation, that they want to bring new life back into the situation, that they feel very dreamy about you. So you make them feel, you know, that you are someone worth dreaming about, really. So you know, bring a lot of positive feelings, you know, to them. How does pile number one make their person feel, please? Can you believe it? Dreams. I've just been talking about dream time, dreaming, longing, wondering. I feel like with the dreams here, they are dreaming about you. You are inspiring them. I feel like you are actually an inspiration to them, because you've got these beautiful... And also it's got all this transformation again. This is like a little fairy with fairy wings. Magic. And also she's next to this tiger. So maybe they're thinking, you know, you could sort of like tame something within them, or tame... you know, that maybe you're opposites in many respects. Maybe they're thinking that you are opposites, but that you are able to tame maybe something within them that's maybe dangerous or something like that. With the tiger here, but they definitely, you know, they're dreaming about you. There's a lot of dreaming in this situation, I think. Either maybe because you're in separation from them, or maybe they can't access you, or it's in suspension or something like that. But there's a huge amount of dreaming going on for them. And in those dreams, you know, you might be connecting them. You might be connecting in with them through your dreams. So there might be a very strong intuitive psychic link between the two of you. You might be connecting through that kind of like 5D world, really. I feel like you may be inspiring them in some way. Something like that. There may be some inspiration there. But anyway, let us get the tarot now. So let's see. How does pile number one's person how does pile number one, sorry, I keep saying how does pile number one's person, but how does pile number one make their person feel, please? Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Well, that is all about dreaming. So you might make them feel like that you are the dream that they could make happen. Something like that. The overarching energy is the Knight of Swords. Yeah. So you're making them feel that they want to take speedy action towards you, because you've got the Eight of Wands, which is about movement in a very focused, direct way. It's quick movement. It's really speedy movement. And you've got the Knight of Swords, which is also really quick action. So I feel like this person is thinking, you know, that you know, how you make them feel is that you might stir, actually. You might stir a lot of emotions in them. You might stir a lot of feelings within them. They may have a whole range of feelings that are going on in them, all the time, because the Knight of Swords, you might also make them feel, that they want to take action, but that they, you may stimulate them a lot. I think that's what I was saying before, like here, that you, you're kind of like you make them want to act. You stimulate them. You make them want to do stuff. I think that's kind of what I was saying here. So there's something like that going on. There's a sort of a sense of urgency. So they might have. So it might have been in a state of suspension though, and then now they're thinking, just the thought of you, because they're having a lot of dreams about you or thinking about you. Connecting with you maybe on that level. They're thinking, I want to take action now. You're making them feel they want to take action. And this is all about fantasies. So I feel like this person is really thinking that you are a fantasy, or you make them feel, I think you make them feel good about their dreams, and I think you are one of those dreams. I think you make them feel good about their dreams, and they really like that about you. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is also a card of action, of moving towards something, but it's more slow. So I feel like maybe it has been in suspension, or maybe it's been a bit slow. Maybe there's been some and ahhing, some backwards and forwards, some doubts, or something like that. In the current situation, so you're either in separation, or maybe there are some sort of like problems within it, or it's maybe it's in a situation where you're thinking, we should we stay in this connection? Should we leave this connection? Do I want to be in this connection? That might well have got maybe why you've got the regeneration, because it might be at that crossroads point. And I think this person is making this person reflect and think, actually, I want to regenerate this connection. I want to move this connection forward. Now, it could be that the Knight of Swords is here because if it has come into separation, there's been some sort of row or argument or issue or problem, because that can sometimes be the Knight of Swords. Maybe somebody's walked out of the situation quickly, or left the situation quickly, or the situation has come to an end in a quick, rash manner, because that is the overarching energy. And there's some sadness with that. Now, there's some sadness, there's some regret, there's some longing and wondering about you and wanting to be with you again. So I think that the memory of you, the thought of you, the dreams that they're having of you is making them feel that they want to build up the connection again. If it's been in, either if it's going through a difficult time, or if it's coming to separation, I think they're thinking they want to build it up again. And if you're some sort of crush situation, which is possible, I think this person is spending a lot of time crushing over you, longing for you, actually wanting to be with you, wanting to move it on to being more than just a crush, but to actually being a relationship. And they spend a lot of time dreaming about that, and they want to move towards that. I mean, I think their desire is to move towards it quickly, but maybe they're thinking I have to be sensible and go at a slower pace in some way. But in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Two of Pentacles, that is Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Eight of Wands is Sagittarius. Seven of Cups is Scorpio. Knight of Swords could be any of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. So what do they want? How do you make them feel? How does Pearl... Maybe they think you might, because you're sort of high up on this swing, you're suspended, and the Seven of Cups is a dreaming fantasy card, so they might think that you're a little bit out of reach. That's the other thing. You might make them feel like that you're a little bit out of reach, and that you could only really be part of their dreams. That could also be what's going on. How does part number one make their person feel, please? How does part number one make their person feel? The Chariot, which again, there's a lot of speed in this. You are really, I think what's happening is you're really stimulating them with all this speed here. You're making them want to speed up towards you, but you're really stimulating them. You're really making them want to act, because these are all cards of action. Chariot, Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords, they're speedy actions. I feel like you're a catalyst for making them want to act. So if it's been in a state of suspension or dithering around, or you're not sure, they kind of want to act on that now. How does pile number 1 make their person feel, please? The Queen of Wands. Temperance. And then the Tower. Yeah, I mean, I think you really do. And the overarching energy is the Two of Swords. So yeah, this might be a situation where this is coming to separation. You're at a crossroads. There's like a stalemate. You're not really sure what to do because you've got the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, and that is very much an energy of, you know, what should we do? Should we go down this road? Should we go down that road? We're kind of weighing it all up. Situations that are sort of stuck as well. So you might be stuck in this situation, or it might be suspended. As I said, it might be suspended. There might be a stuckness to it. But this person, I think you're making this person feel that they need to take action. There's a lot of fire. I think you're stirring them up in every single way, in all their senses, and stirring up their feelings to make them act in some way. They're sick of this suspension state or this stuck state. I mean, with these two cards, the Queen of Wands and Temperance, although this is Temperance, this one here is Temperance, it just makes me feel there's a lot of passion and fire. This person has a lot of passion and fire for you. And of course, fire is the, you know, the sort of represents the Wands suit. And Wands are all about, you know, action, taking action, you know, doing something. And it goes with this whole kind of regeneration. I feel like this person wants to regenerate. They want to, you know, almost rise from something, maybe rise from the ashes in some way. There's a lot of fire, there's a lot of heat in this situation for them. You're making them feel like there's a lot of heat for you, a lot of attraction, a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry, a lot of magnetism. And it's kind of speeding them up. It's making, you're a catalyst. I feel like they think that you are this catalyst. But yeah, maybe you've had this period of separation or being apart from one another, where there's been a lot of time dreaming and fantasizing and wondering and hoping and wishing, and now that's come, and now the thought of you now is like, I've got to do something about this now. I've got to take some action. I've got to get us out of this stuck situation, or get me out of this stuck situation and make a move towards pile number 1. So you are kind of like a catalyst of passion, chemistry, magnetism. I also think they think you will bring them balance in some way with the Temperance card here. Now, the Tower might be that it's going to come out of the blue. It's come, you know, you might not even expect it, because the Tower is an unexpected energy. It is something where, you know, somebody just does something so shocking. And I feel this is, again, it's quick energy. It's really quick energy. So I feel there's a lot of speed in your reading, and this person is going to act. And it might be completely out of character, or it might come completely out of the blue. But you are definitely the catalyst for that, because they, I don't feel they can hold on to their feelings any longer. I think that's what's going on. They can't contain their feelings any longer. I mean, the Queen of Wands, again, is a very, the Queen of Wands is a very attractive, again, this kind of very strong attraction that I believe they are feeling for you, that you stir in them. I think that's what I want to say. You stir something in them, you arouse something in them. And it is about physical attraction, it is about sexual attraction, it is about chemistry, but I think it's also, you know, there's a lot of romance in it, because there's so much reference to dreams in this spread. You know, this to the moon and back reminds me of that phrase, I love you to the moon and back. And that we've got these two little birds here, and I feel like they feel this is a strong connection that you have that is very physical, but it's also a bit more than that. But they want to do something shocking, they want to do something major, they want to do something unexpected to wake the situation up, or to get the situation back to them, really, because there's so much speed. The Knight of Swords, they want to take that action, and you are the catalyst for that. You know, because you know, they've spent a long time dreaming about you, and I don't feel that they can contain themselves sort of anymore, and they want to get out of this stuck situation by taking action, and they're going to do it in a very unexpected, shocking way. Yeah, so it could be that you had this, you know, the situation came into separation with the Tower card here. There was a shock, something happened, something brought it into, brought it tumbling down, and that might be why you've got the Lizard card here. The regeneration, it says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. So I think that's what they're saying, we can adapt, we can get over this situation. We can put on a new cloak and we can regenerate. And I think that's what this person wants. It's now time, we've had our time apart, we've had our time in separation, or we've had our time not together, and now it's time to move forward. And you are the catalyst for that, because I've had lots of dreams about you, and again, see, this card here makes me think of the Temperance card, because I feel like somehow you can balance out this person might be a very passionate person, or they might be a very spontaneous person, or somebody that acts on impulse. There might be a lot of impulses in this person, and that might be what caused some of the issues, possibly. And maybe they're thinking now with the Knight of Pentacles, they need to kind of temper that down, they need to calm that down a little bit. Maybe they're thinking that you can do that as well, with this fairy kind of sleeping next to this tiger, that you can bring them that balance that they kind of need. But anyway, in terms of astrological signs, Chariot is Cancer, Queen of Wands is any of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Temperance is Sagittarius, and Two of Swords is Libran energy, which again is a balance. So this person definitely have been a catalyst for them. You are someone that is kind of almost got a lot of is firing your person up to get them to act, they can't contain themselves any longer. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Do we have any message cards here? Pile number 1. How does pile number 1 make their person feel? Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. I feel like this person wants to really just kind of go for it. So maybe they're trying to control the situation too much. And maybe you want it to be a bit slower, because there's a lot of fire in this, a lot of speed in this kind of reading. What else have we got here? Part number 1, this person. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I mean, maybe this is a situation where you are that new person for this. You're talking about somebody who's new. Maybe you just started the situation or just started the connection, and you're asking how you make them feel, but it just makes this person is stirred up by you, and that's what you've got here. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I feel like this person is really aroused by you. Really, I don't just mean that physically, but they're really want to move. Maybe they really want to move the situation forward very quickly, because you are somebody that they see as somebody who could bring them balance, somebody who's got a lot of chemistry. They've got a lot of chemistry with somebody that they look back with longing in some way, or look at with longing. How do you make them feel? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So there you go. I feel like this person wants to act. You've been a catalyst for them to act in a way which brings them towards you in a very quick manner. But anyway, pile number 1, that's been reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, and welcome back to reading. So today's pick a card reading we're doing, aren't we? How do you make your person feel? The person on your mind, your love interest. How do you make them feel? So you've got this lovely card, and it says no rain today. No rain today. Card number 37. So straight away from that and the little carnelian, I feel like you bring a lot of positivity to this person, a lot of happiness. This was a beautiful sun card here. So there's absolutely no rain. They're not interested in having anything negative with you, or they see you in a very positive way, or maybe you make them feel really happy, very positive. Now 37 does cancel down to 10. 3 and 7 is 10. So maybe it's there's been and 10s represent endings in some way. Maybe an end of a tough cycle, but they also cancel down to 1, so maybe it's about new beginnings. So maybe this has had some rain, this situation has had some rain in it, because we have got some rain coming in this. Maybe there's been some rainy or stormy times in this situation for some of you maybe, and they're saying, I don't want that anymore. You make me feel sunny again, you make me feel positive, you make me feel good about you and the connection. That is how they are feeling, how you make them feel. You know, they want sunshine really with you. But let's see, I haven't done any oracle cards, so let's pre-shuffle some oracle cards first. So how does pile number 2's person make their person feel? Thank you very much if you've subscribed, if you've liked, if you've commented, and if you feel like you want to do that at the end of the reading, then please do. It just makes a huge difference to me and to the channel. So thank you so much if you do feel like you want to do that. But let's see, how does pile number 2 make their person feel? How do they make their person feel? Let's go for that one there. Oh, what's this one? So this is Sweet William. Gallantry, grant me a smile. Yeah, it's a very romantic card, this. Sweet William, small, has form and aspect bright, like that sweet flower that yields great Jove delight. And that is a quote by Abraham Cowley. Yeah, so I feel like they're feeling very romantic towards you, that they've got, you know, that you make them feel, I feel like with the grant me a single smile, like I feel like they might be, this might be a crush situation or something like that, and that you bring them a lot of sunshine, a lot of happiness maybe. It could be that as well, that there is, you know, that they want you to, you know, give them some attention, but you certainly make them feel very happy. I think that's, maybe it's very romantic. Maybe you stir a lot of romantic feelings in them with grant me a single smile. It's quite romantic. It's like, oh, you know, if you just gave me a smile, I'd be so happy. It's like, it has that kind of feel to it, doesn't it? So there's a lot of romance in that. Let's see what else we've got. How does pile number 2 make their person feel, please? How does pile number 2 make their person feel? Pile number 2 make their person feel wild. Oh, wow, wild. And that is a wild. Card number 15. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of yeah, I think you make them feel, I think your attractiveness, I think they're very attracted to you, basically. You know, their feelings might be a little bit out of control, or their desires might be a little bit out of control. All the red here. There's a lot of lust, a lot of attraction, so you make them feel, yeah, they're sort of out of control with their feelings, or they've got a lot of intense feelings for you, or a lot of intense desires for you, something like that. Okay, let's see what we got here. How does pile number 2 make their person feel, please? How does pile number 2 make their person feel? What have we got here? Have a look and see. And now, funnily enough, this one came out in pile number 1. So if you feel drawn to pile number 1, you might want to go for it. And it's lizard regeneration. So if you're not with this person, they may be thinking that they want to reconcile with you, that they want to regenerate the situation with you. But they, like I said, they don't want any negativity anymore. They just want sunshine with you. It says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation, put on your new cloak, you are the master of regeneration. So they might be thinking about reconciliation, regeneration, beginning again, having a new start. Lizards also, as I said in pile number 1, represent dreams and dream time. So I thought this person might be dreaming about you, romanticising you, if you're not with them, looking back on you. Maybe there's some regret, wanting to reconcile, thinking particularly of maybe the physical attraction that you have between you, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's see what we've got. Thank you if you've subscribed. I don't know if I said that. I think I have, so I won't say that again. But anyway, let's see. What have we got? So how does part number 2 make their person feel? 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Let's bring that down a bit. How does part number 2 make their person feel? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords came out in pile number 1. The Devil. How does pile number 2 make their person feel? 7 of Swords. Oh gosh, okay. and the overarching energy is Three of Swords. Right, so I feel like with the overarching energy being the Three of Swords, that, you know, this might be a situation where you come into separation, where there's some heartache and some loss. So, you know, and I feel like with this Three of Swords, you know, there's this little heart. I think it's in the Victorian times that they used to have this little heart, and they would put in locks of hair of people that they kind of loved, really. This is like a little locket, isn't it? A little locket in the shape of a heart. So it makes me feel this person is remembering you if you're in separation, that they are still holding you very dear. But there might be some loss and some heartache in this, and they don't want that anymore. So I feel like you're making them feel, maybe you're making them feel a little, not that you are doing it on purpose, but the situation is making them feel sad. But it's also making them remember it fondly, hold it to their heart. Maybe there's been something that's gone on in the situation with the Seven of Swords here that hasn't been quite right. The Seven of Swords can talk about trickery and deception, but it could be that they're just keeping their feelings from you in some way. But with the Devil card here, I feel like they're thinking a lot about you, that you're having a big impact. And it goes with this Wild card. I feel like you are somebody that they might be obsessing over a little bit, or thinking a lot about, lusting over, sort of obsessively thinking about, really. There might be a lot of very strong physical connection between the two of you, because interestingly, in this Devil card, she's also wearing all red. And red is a signal, you know, a colour of passion. It's a colour of, it's a colour of a lot of things, actually. It could be danger, it could be passion, it could be anger. So you might be making them feel all, you know, all these things like lust. You might be a bit of a dangerous connection for them, or a bit of the forbidden, maybe a forbidden fruit almost. But they are lusting over, they are thinking about, and that could be the Seven of Swords, you know, a sort of secret. You are a bit of a secret crush, or a secret, something that they think about secretly, something that they dream about, someone that they dream about. If you are not actually with them, or you're not separate from them, but it's like a crush situation. I feel like with the Knight of Swords that they want to, I feel like that you're making them feel that they want to take action, because the Knight of Swords is about taking action in a bold way. It's a very bold card. So if it's been in this period of wait, if there's been some stagnation or waiting in it, you know, you've not been together or something, which would be the Three of Wands here. This girl is waiting for the stagecoach to come and pick her up, isn't she? With all her suitcases there. They kind of don't want that waiting period anymore. They want to take action. Or it could be that, you know, somebody left the situation to start a new journey, and this person is feeling out in the cold with the Three of Swords. They're feeling that maybe as well their negative behaviour, or their negative beliefs, or their negative actions that may be a bit tricky, or a little bit of a trickster energy, or a bit dishonest or deceitful, has caused the situation to come into separation, maybe somebody to go, and now there's a lot of regret. It could also be that you're making them, you know, the memory of you, with the no rain today, with grant me a single smile. So maybe you've kind of left this person behind, but they're still, with the Knight of Swords, very much thinking of you. You still have a big impact on them. And maybe they have behaved rashly, or in a silly way, or in an angry way, or they did something impulsively and it brought the situation down. But they, you know, they're thinking about all of that, and you're making them feel, or the situation is making them feel out in the cold, lost, upset and hurt. But by the same token, you know, that they want this to transform in some way, that they want this maybe negative situation that you're in to transform, to change, to be better. And just the thought of you, just the idea of you, is kind of making them feel that they want to bring that sense, that sort of separation, or that heartache, or that loss, to an end. Because funnily enough, and I've said this in a few readings, when I see the Sweet William, I always it reminds me of the fact that Sweet Williams were put into the bouquet of Kate Middleton when she married Prince William over here in the UK, as a sort of token of her love and commitment to him on their wedding day. So I feel like this person, it always makes me think of love and commitment, that Sweet William. So I feel like this person wants to change and regenerate the situation. And the thought of you, because they don't want any more sadness with the no rain today. They don't want any more unhappiness. And the thought of you, that you bring them sunshine, that you attract them, that they want to reconcile with you, is, they're thinking obsessively about you, that they probably have some regrets here, and they're remembering you here with the little locket. That is kind of making them feel that they want to take action here with the Knight of Swords. But anyway, in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Three of Wands, that is Aries energy. Knight of Swords is any of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The Devil is Capricorn energy. Seven of Swords is Aquarius, and the Three of Swords is Libran energy. So that is just something what I'm seeing here. But you definitely have a strong, I think you definitely have a strong physical pull on them, a strong, they're kind of lusting after you. I think that's probably the best way of saying it. But it might be being done in secret, or they might not be honest about that. They might be wearing a bit of a mask here. This character's got a little bit of a mask on, so they might not be open about that. But anyway, let's see, what else have we got here? How does, so you stir them, I think that's what I want to say, you stir them definitely. How does part number 2 make their person feel? Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. How does part number 2 make their person feel? These two wanted to come out, so let's see. Five of Cups, yeah, there's a lot of sadness here. And the Eight of Pentacles. So you definitely make, I mean, I think that's not you, but I think the situation is making them feel sad. And the overarching energy is the King of Cups. There's sadness here, so I feel like for a lot of you probably are in separation or not together, because we've got the Five of Cups, which is disappointment. I feel like there might be disappointment. It comes under the Devil card. So maybe somebody did something that was selfish, that was limited them, the connection, negative behaviour, and it's led to loss, to disappointment, to upset. So there's this heartache here with the Five of Cups and with the Three of Swords. So that's how the connection makes that they are in a sense, they've got a sense of sadness really about it. But with the Ten of Pentacles here, I mean, that is all about commitment. And it's what I was saying here with the Sweet William. I feel like this person wants, if it's in a state of waiting, of suspension, of separation, of somebody moving away from it with the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands can be a little bit of a stuck energy. They don't want that. They want commitment. They don't want you to leave. If you're thinking of leaving or you have left, they certainly don't want you to leave. Because this could be that you're with this person and you're just going through these difficult times with them. There's a lot of heartache. And somebody's thinking of leaving or is contemplating leaving, and what they're thinking is that they want commitment, because the Ten of Pentacles is all about committed, people having a committed, stable, loving relationship. They are, have got everything, all the signs and symbols that, that kind of go with a conventional committed relationship, like the house, the kids, the car, the dog, that kind of thing. It's that sort of sense of happiness. It's an excess. So I think you make them feel that they want to have an abundant situation with you, a situation that can grow and be really happy. They're willing to fight for it. The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands is about, Nine of Wands rather, is about fighting for something, standing up for something that you believe in still. So I feel like this person still believes in the situation, they're willing to fight for it. So you're making them feel that they want to fight, to regenerate, to rejuvenate, to have a faithful, committed situation with them. But there is a sense of disappointment and loss, and maybe they're thinking that you are disappointed, upset, feeling heartache, and that might be why it says, grant me a single smile, because you're not interested, because this person is clearly looking at all the Three Cups that have spilt and they can't see the Two of Cups that is behind them, the potential. So maybe they're thinking that you can't really see the potential of the situation. And maybe that makes them feel that they've got some doubts or some worries about whether they should come forward. But they're going to get over that because they're going to work on it. With the Eight of Pentacles here, they think you're worth, the impact that you're having on them, or the way you make them feel, is that you are worth mastering. You're worth the situation is worth working on, because the Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery and working on something, to change it for the better, that that they want to be, basically, that they want to be with you, because we've got the King of Cups, which is the overarching energy, and the King of Cups is somebody who feels love. So how you make them feel is that they still have love for you, and it goes with your main card, which is no rain today. Only sunshine. They have these positive, sunny feelings for you still. They want a sense of commitment with you. They want to rejuvenate you, inspire them, you arouse them, you get them going in lots of ways, not just physically, but emotionally as well. With the King of Cups here, they feel, and it goes with the Three of Swords, where we've got this little pendant in a heart shape. They're remembering you. They have a lot of regret, and maybe they're thinking that they've now matured a little bit, that they are more emotionally connected, or that you are somebody that makes them feel all these kind of feelings that maybe that they don't have with anybody else. But are certainly strong and deep feelings. So that is kind of how you make them feel, pile number 2. But let's see if we've got some message cards before we go. Any message cards for pile number 2, please? Heart-to-heart conversations. Now, interestingly, again, this came out in pile number 1. So honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Yeah, I feel like if you've had the Seven of Swords here, there has been something, and the Devil right next to the Devil. So if something has gone down in this situation that hasn't been right, and that could very easily be the case with both these cards, then you might need to, what this person wants is to have some heart-to-heart discussions to sort it out, because I think they're just realising, maybe what they've lost, and that maybe there's probably a lot of regret with the Knight of Swords if they acted stupidly or rashly. And they'd like to be able to talk that out with you. How does pile number 2 make their person feel, please? What messages have we got here? Make them feel. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Well, certainly with the King of Cups, I feel like that is a card that would express themselves very eloquently, actually, around romance and love. So I feel like this person wants to express their love towards you. What else have we got here? Pile number 2 and their person. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I mean, maybe with the Devil, with the Seven of Swords, there was just a lot of self-sabotaging behaviour. And sometimes we can pick up that behaviour or that way of thinking from very early on in our life. And it's difficult to get out of that cycle sometimes. And certainly with the Devil card, somebody might have been locked in a very negative, limiting cycle of beliefs. And that can impact relationships, close relationships, very negatively. And this might be that this person is saying, I'm trying to heal these issues. I want to heal these issues, and I want to, get over them so that I can be a better person in my relationships. And maybe I'm doing that now. But anyway, pile number 2, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So you chose to come into this pick a card reading on how do you make them feel with this beautiful card that is called the Rose Garden. Very lovely, lovely card, and it's card number 9, and it has this caterpillar and this butterfly. And this very gorgeous image, doesn't it? So I feel like with roses, roses are symbols of love, aren't they? So I feel this is a red rose here that she's got on. So I feel like you are making them feel love towards you. Maybe there's some sort of transformation in this connection, or they're wanting some sort of transformation, because this girl seems to be transforming as well, almost, with this leaf as part of her hair. So I feel like maybe there's a transformation of this. Maybe they're seeing you transform and they're loving it, or they're wanting a transformation to change and transform somehow in this. But I mean, you look very, I mean, this image looks gorgeous. I feel like they're very attracted to you. And there's also this rose, this kind of symbol of love. So I feel like there's feelings of love here from them. You're making them feel feelings of love and making them feel like they want to change. Maybe you're making them feel like they want to change for the better, or they want to change and transform for you, maybe. I don't know, we'll have to see what comes out, but let's put a little red jasper there. So I haven't pre-shuffled any oracle cards, so let's just go ahead and do that. So let's see, so what, how is pile number 3 making their person feel right now? How is pile number 3 making their person feel right now? Now what have we got here? This is the trumpet gentian flower, and it's power and healing. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. That is an unknown quote. The trumpet gentian flower. And again, funnily enough, there's a little butterfly on this. So there's something about transforming, maybe being patient as well. Some healing in this situation. So maybe you're making them feel that they need to transform, change, heal. The situation needs to heal to transform for the better in some way. Have a look. How does pile number 3 make their person feel? But there's definitely love. They definitely feel love towards you. You make them feel love. Oh, look, swans. Beautiful. Swan, grace. Yeah. So, you who glides across the water of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform, interesting, help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Yeah, I feel like they're thinking that you will transform them, that your energy, your light, your beauty, your grace, your love is going to help them transform. And swans, of course, mate for life. So these are 2 swans. I feel like this person is seeing you in a very loving way. But there maybe needs to be some healing, or maybe there is some healing going on and you are both transforming, or the connection is transforming and this person is hoping that it's transforming for the better, and that you are the person who is making them want to transform, making them want to be better, making them want to be with you in this very loving way, in a committed way, because swans are committed to each other, like I say, for life. Let's see what else we've got. That's beautiful cards here, pile number 3. How is pile number 3, how does pile number 3 make their person feel? Temptation. Oh, you might be a temptation for them. Maybe you're a temptation for them in some way. Card number 19, and that result cancels to 1 and 9 is 10. We've also got 9 here. Now 9 and 10. 9 relates to end of a cycle, endings of cycle, completions and new beginnings, and 10s is also about endings and completions. So maybe the situation means that they have to end something has to end in order for a new cycle to begin with you, and that is the whole transforming process. Something like that for some of you. Anyway, let's get the tarot out and see what they say. I mean, with this rose garden here, I mean, she does look very much like a tempting figure, doesn't she? So I feel like there probably is a lot of temptation with you. This might be a crush situation, a secret situation that they want to bring out into the open, that they want to change and transform, that they want to be open about. But at the moment, you're a bit of a temptation, maybe. How does part number 3 make their person feel? How do they make their person feel? The Wheel of Fortune. Bring that down a bit. How do they make their person feel, please? We've got, the 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. There's a lot of love in this connection, 100%. And the Page of Wands is the overarching energy. So it might be like a secret crush situation here. Or a new situation, either a new situation, secret crush, something that hasn't got off the ground yet. I mean, you make them feel they want to start a whole brand new cycle with you, because the Wheel of Fortune is a card of cycles, of going up and down in life. I feel like with all these cards, they want a brand new cycle with you, a positive cycle with you. Maybe they feel lucky in this situation, but they definitely want that good fortune with you, because essentially the Wheel of Fortune, when it's on the up, and I feel because you've got all these other positive cards, it's definitely on the up, they want this, good fortune with you. They may be feeling that they want luck with you. They may feel it's a fated connection as well. They may feel like there's a lot of fate involved in this, that there's a strong spiritual connection between the two of you, that it's kind of fated to happen. Now, with the Ten of Cups, I mean, you make them feel incredibly happy. They feel so happy with you. And it goes with this Swan card, this is emotional fulfillment at its absolute pinnacle. You can't get a better card than the Ten of Cups in terms of making you feel happy. So you make them feel incredibly happy, so loved. I think they feel very loved around you, and they feel very loving towards you. And it goes with these two swans. You've got that kind of whole soulmate twin flame thing going on, where you mate for life and it's fated. There's a strong sense of fate in this connection, a strong sense of divine intervention maybe, and guidance, and sort of almost like two counterparts, because you've also got the Six of Cups, which is again a soulmate card. There's a lot of such a lovely, cozy, warm feeling with the Six of Cups here, and it is that sort of soulmate connection. Now this might be somebody that you've been with for a long time. So maybe this is somebody you're talking about that you've been with for a long time. Maybe you've gone through, maybe you're going through a little bit of healing or something, and you're just transforming it, or it's going through another regeneration, it's going through regeneration in some way, because long relationships that have been together for a long time, will change and grow. And this person is the way that you're making this person feel is that we can grow, we can change again, we can be even better, we can, commit again to each other, we can, be even stronger. It's got that kind of feel to it. Now, the Three of Pentacles is, a card of, they always want to work in partnership with you. They always want to work in unity with you. They don't want any discord whatsoever, because this is a card of collaboration. So you make them feel very much like, you're both on equal terms, you're on equal footing, that you collaborate together, that you've got a good partnership, that you get on, that you both kind of give and take in the connection. So they feel very contented with the connection at the moment. Now, it could be that it's a work crush. This could be a work crush, because the Three of Pentacles is a work card. So maybe this is a work crush situation, and the transformation is all about them sort of thinking, right, I want this to transform, and for us to out this connection so that we can, because it might be that's why it's temptation, because you're a temptation to them in the workplace, and they want it to be something that comes out, that is, that is acknowledged. Now, the overarching energy is the Page of Wands. But the Page of Wands is a new beginning again. Pages are new beginnings. They're also messages. So this person might be thinking, I want to message pile number 3. I want to show them that I like them. It's quite a playful card. So again, it makes me feel it's the beginning stages of something, or it's the early stages, or it's a crush situation where there's a lot of flirting and a lot of sexual energy and tension and all of that kind of stuff. So it could be that is what is going on at the moment. But anyway, in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Ten of Cups, that is Pisces energy. Three of Pentacles, that is Capricorn, and the Six of Cups is Scorpio energy. Page of Wands could be any of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So, I mean, I think your impact is an incredibly positive one, and they feel that you bring them such love and joy and happiness, and a sense of fate, a sense of fate, that somehow this is, you are tied through time, if you like. You might have lived, they might feel that you've lived lives together, that there's a strong bond between the two of you that just can't be broken, really. And if it is, it might be going through a transformative process, but to them, it's going through a transformative process for the better, very much for the better. So let's see how else you make them feel. So they feel very happy with you. They feel very emotionally, just so incredibly emotionally connected to you. and loving towards you, and you know, you are the one for them really. They haven't really got eyes for anyone else really. How does part number 3 make their person feel, please? We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yes, it very much might be a work connection here. We have, how do you make them feel? The Tower. Gosh. And the King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, they might, it might be, and the 10 of Swords is the overarching energy. So it may be that if it's a crush situation, I feel like, because the 4 of Cups is about being a bit fed up. It's like a bit of a fed up energy really. So I feel like this person is maybe been fed up in not being able to come forwards and say how they feel, because we've got all these positive feelings here. So maybe they've been dreaming as well. This person looks like they're sitting and dreaming. I feel like this person has been fed up, been dreaming, been wondering. With the 8 of Pentacles, maybe working on how they can come forward, how they can master the situation in some way. They might be wanting to do it in a very unexpected way, with the Tower card here, really wanting to, you know, just kind of do it in a very bold way, which would be completely shocking, because they have all these feelings for you, because with the King of Cups is that they have all these feelings for you. Now, it could be as well, if you're going through some tricky times or you're in separation from this person, which might be the case with the Healing card here, that they, maybe something happened to bring it into separation, something shocking happened here. But this person is still, you know, and it's causing this kind of period of being unhappy, dissatisfied, lacking hope, you know, that kind of stuff. But their overarching thing is that they want to work at the situation. And it might be with the 10 of Swords as the overarching energy, which is something that has come into separation. So maybe this is something that has come into separation, that does require healing, but they want to, you know, resurrect it again, because the 10 of Swords always comes with a little bit of a light, because 10s always cancel down to a 1, which is new beginnings. And I feel with the Page of Wands here, this person wants a new beginning. And it could go with this whole transformative thing. So it might be that this thing, this situation, and that you could have been with them for a long time, came into an end, came to an abrupt end or a shocking end, or the stability, or what we thought was stable and secure, came to an end, like the 10 of Swords. And they're basically, they've realised that they want to come back to the connection, or they want to be in the connection. They want to work at it, because the memory of you, you know, with this Swan card here, you know, they want to transform it. So out of chaos, you know, out of something maybe that has been, caterpillars, I don't like calling caterpillars ugly, but they're not as nice as butterflies, are they? Let's face it. So out of something that isn't as nice, which is the Tower card here, they want to transform it to something beautiful, which is the butterfly. And it could be that, you know, maybe this was a secret situation, or a clandestine situation in some way, and, you know, something else came into disarray, something else came tumbling down, because, you know, you were a bit of a temptation for them. But, you know, they want to rise from that and still be with you. They want to be with you because, you know, they have these very strong feelings for you. You've got the King of Cups coming right under the 6 of Cups, and they see you as this soulmate connection, somebody they feel this strong emotional bond to. So they definitely, I think it's the kind of, if you're in separation, it's the memory of you. It's, you know, how you make them feel that there's this kind of strong bond between you, that they should be with you above and beyond everybody else, that it's fated, that they are willing to get over whatever disruption that might cause, if there are other parties involved, or if disruption has happened already, they're willing to move on from that, heal, and, you know, have a connection with you. Or if it's a crush situation, they see the huge potential in the situation and this strong bond that you have between the two of you. They're fed up with being, with it being secret, and they're going to do something really unexpected and shocking that is going to mean that they can declare their feelings for you. So something like that. I feel like all those sort of scenarios are covered here in these cards. But in terms of astrological signs, I think the Four of Cups is Cancer, Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. The King of Cups could be any of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Ten of Swords is Gemini energy. So let's see if we've got any message cards for pile number 3 here. How does pile number 3 make their person feel? How does pile number 3 make their person feel? Soulmate, would you believe it? After everything I've just said, yeah, this person feels that you are their soulmate. You've got lots of references here to that. So it's just amazing how the cards work. Yes, this is your soulmate. That's just to confirm it. That's just to, to absolutely put the icing on the cake. Yes, this is your soulmate. So what else do we have? Part number 3, please. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So it might have been that something, if it was a situation where you came into separation and there was some, that's why you got the Tower card, and there was something, that is some sort of behaviour, if it is an actual addiction or some kind of limiting behaviour. I feel like with the transformation that this person and the healing that this person wants to move, like I said, from something ugly like the caterpillar, which would be like the codependency and the addiction, those sorts of things are not great. Obviously they're not great things to have in relationships. They can create a lot of ugly behaviour and for want of a better word, like ugly thinking really, that can bring a connection down. So from that, they want to transform it. They want to get rid of these self-limiting beliefs and behaviours. What else have we got here? My God, card number 3, calling in your soulmate. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualisations help bring you together. I mean, I've never had that before. I don't think I've ever had that before. So that is how you make them feel. You make them feel that you are the one. But there might be just some things that you need to heal, that hopefully you are healing, that they're healing, that can turn you from the caterpillar to the butterfly. But pile number 3, what a fantastic reading. If you liked it, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye for now.